Hey there, Dr. Mark here, back to share the strategies you need to blow up your nutrition coaching. There are some really common mistakes that limit your ability to get results with clients and grow your coaching. So if you're a nutrition coach that is doing well, but you want to be doing better, listen up so I can share with you what I've learned after training hundreds of nutrition coaches. Starting with mistake number one, which is not getting clients tracking. Let's be honest, you know what will get your nutrition clients results. The closer they get to what they eat through tracking it, the better the results will be. But many clients may not want to do this. And it's because they don't see the importance in it yet. And if you don't lead them in that direction, by backing off and saying that they don't need to track, there's another way of doing things, they won't. They will take the easier road. And they won't get results, so they won't be as invested. They won't take it as seriously. And then they'll get upset with you for why it's not working. And you'll end up losing a nutrition client. Here's how to avoid all of that by getting them on board right from the beginning. Here's what you need to say. Sure, tracking is a lot of work. This is a new skill that will take a lot of time, but I know you can do it. This doesn't matter if you're not good with technology or you don't know much about nutrition. But the most important thing is this. This is going to be the best way for you to achieve the result that you're after. This is where we kick it back to them and describe the result. So it's not about what we're asking them to do. It's about what they need to do to get a result. So this result that you're after, losing 10 pounds of fat or prepping for this event, I know it's really important to you. And as your coach, I want to help you with the best strategies to get there. And if you don't achieve what you're capable of, you're going to be mad at me. So let's try tracking, and if you can't manage this within the first few weeks, we'll try something else. No stepping back or being wishy-washy right from the beginning. You'll be really surprised what happens when you don't give up your authority right at the beginning of this relationship. People need to be led to the best possible outcome, and once they get used to tracking and they understand how important it is and why it is so important for the result that they're after, it'll be smooth sailing. If you want the process that I use to pre-qualify perfect fit clients right from the beginning and turn them from curious to paying, drop the comment clients in the comments below, and I'll personally show you the strategy step by step. But get them tracking, it's in everyone's best interest. Let's move on to mistake number two, which is listening to everyone in the coaching industry that has quote unquote made it. Nothing drives me crazier than being hypocritical. If there's one thing I pride myself on, it's the stuff that I teach you I actually use. But there are people in this industry that are very well meaning. They're telling you to do things a certain way because they've learned better. They'll talk about it and post about it and make you feel like you need to do things a certain way. But guess what? It's not gonna work for you. A great example of this is why some coach doesn't want to use before and after pictures to market their business anymore. They talk about why they're not necessary and how you can go about this a different way. But the difference is they already have an established business. They've shown that they have a track record of results. And your business is probably not on this level. And you need to find ways to show that you can help people achieve a specific result. Before and after pictures are a good way of doing that. So if you don't feel comfortable sharing before and after pictures of clients, I totally get it. But for many nutrition coaches, this is going to be the best way to grow your business. And clients like sharing their progress too. Success leaves clues. So if you're following someone that's telling you to do things a certain way, but they did the exact opposite to grow your business, think twice about listening to that advice. And you know this in your own life. Some fitness coach who's built up crazy strength or their glutes doing squats and barbell exercises starts pushing some Bozu ball body weight only exercise program that clearly didn't get them those results. Listen to the people that are currently doing the things that you want to do. And specifically, be wary of social media content that confirms only what you know, is all substance and no action, and seems hypocritical. Do as I say, not as I do. This stuff was all written and created to give you comfort, to benefit someone who doesn't really care if you grow. Speaking of things that make you feel good, let's talk about mistake number three, which is training people with the right habits and strategies so they don't need you anymore. Okay, this one makes no sense to me at all. I get it, you're really passionate about this stuff and you're an educator. You want to teach people what you know about nutrition, you want to teach them the right way to do things. You want to teach them the right habits so that they can do this on their own. But a big reason why coaching works is the accountability and guidance. And this is the part that a lot of clients, they appreciate the most. Some of them are going to want to pay you forever. They reach goals, they have new goals, and they want your help getting there. The goal of coaching isn't to teach someone everything you know and to release them into the wild. And this all comes back to this educator mindset. Many coaches think that they need to give their clients absolutely everything that they know all at once. They're constantly searching for new stuff and over-delivering and trying to give so much to their clients. But that's really not what coaching is all about. Coaching is having the expertise to know what a client needs exactly in that moment and giving them that and only that so they can take an action and build towards a specific result. And this is how they learn about that process. And there's no reason why you can't do this through extended periods of time, which is also going to be better for your business. business. Don't buy into this notion that clients can't work with you forever, because they can, and in a lot of cases, this is going to be in their best interest. The best way to do this is staying closer to the client process, openly communicating where they're at, and setting new goals once they've reached their old ones, and consistently working on new skills and strategies to get there. Speaking of strategies, let's talk about mistake number 4, which is being afraid of using marketing strategies and tactics. If I can give you any advice today, it's this: what you do to get clients into your nutrition coaching can look different than what you do in your actual coaching. These are two completely different things. And knowing that there's a difference, that's gonna set you up for success. Think about those flower shops that have those crazy mascots standing out in front of their businesses. It has absolutely nothing to do with flowers. Someone's out there waving their hands, but it works to bring people in, so they keep doing it. Different strategies and tactics have this same effect in nutrition coaching. There's this thought in our industry that you shouldn't persuade people to join your coaching. And that's because a lot of coaches, myself included, admittedly are really passionate about this stuff. They feel like nutrition and training has completely changed my life. Who am I to make money doing that? I get it, I've been there. But this mentality is actually what's stopping you from helping more people. There's this thought that selling people on what they want, which is a result, and giving them what they need through your coaching is misleading. And I think that's ridiculous. You're not selling people lemon cars that don't work. You're leading people towards a nutrition coaching service that will change their lives. For me, this means learning to present myself in my coaching in a way that allows people to see how I can help them. And sure, it doesn't mean talking about unrealistic outcomes or only talking about the doom and gloom of their pain, but painting a picture of a specific result and what would happen if they go down this path with you, which is what direct marketing has done forever, is what allows me to ultimately help them. And this is what's gonna work for you too. Listen, you've probably tried to do things quote unquote the right way. Educate people, not guarantee anything, be super modest, and give them all the habits that they're going to need forever. But this doesn't work, and it's actually a little bit ridiculous if you think about it. Think about the University Magazine. Do they put the worst example of a student on the cover? No, they put the aspirational story. Start to learn to document your nutrition coaching in the same way. Use scripts, use strategies. Make them your own in a way that is authentic to you, but you need to treat this as a business and not a hobby. And this means that marketing and talking about what people want, it opens the door. In your coaching, which is giving people what they need, that's what keeps them there. Which brings us to our last mistake, which is mistake number 5, not copying what works. Almost every week I talk with an aspiring new nutrition coach. They are passionate, they are living this life. They even have their own coach and they are getting results. And they know exactly what they would need to do to get others results, but they're not gonna do it that way. And that's because they're afraid of copying someone else. They're afraid of doing this in their own coaching, but they're also afraid of doing it in their social media content too. First, let's talk coaching. You know that getting people tracking, being prescriptive about food levels and macronutrients, and checking in with a client weekly is what will work for your business. It's right in front of your nose. But for some reason, you're not doing it because you are afraid of copying someone else. And that's exactly what you should be doing. Think about this in conventional education. You learn a way of doing things, and in most cases, you're actually expected to do it exactly that way. Coaching is no different. Use what works, and that's why I'm teaching you everything that I know, expecting you to do it this way, so you can copy it and make it your own. But this is the same thing for social media content. Find competitors, assess what's working for them, and recreate it into your own. There is nothing wrong with this. Think of some young kid on a basketball court. They are emulating others. They are trying to copy someone else. And through that process, they make it into their own. They find their own place, but it starts with an example. In the marketing world, they call this the skyscraper method. Number 1, you find a piece of content that has a lot of traction and it's trending. Then you take that content and you create a new piece of content, but make it really similar. The same topic or the same style or approach. Then you put your spin on it, but you make it even better. Through this process, new high quality people actually find you. This is the best way to be effective in your coaching and your social media content. You need to copy what works. I'm all fired up today. I hope that helps you guys. If you want to grow your nutrition coaching, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm putting out the strategies and content that you need to grow every single week. And as great as all those tips are, if you're really serious about starting a nutrition coaching business, the next thing I'll have you do is check out this video I've linked up right here. Now that you know 5 mistakes to completely avoid, learn my 5 best tips to making more money in your nutrition coaching business. So make sure to check it out now and I'll see you in the next video.